Welcome once again to this YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to filter data using a drop-down. So we have a data set here, which has the date, sales rep, region, and amount. And our objective is when I come here and I select one of these here, then I select South, East. There you go. This is what we want to do. So what happens is that this function I've put in this sheet goes into this one here and selects out the criteria that I've selected here. If I select out an option that does not exist, it returns no record of this. And if I want all the records to be returned, I need to specify all regions, and then I'll have all records returned. That's what we're gonna do. Stick with me. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and let's jump into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to create a unique list of my sales representatives. So I'm going to say use the unique function under a tab I've named data validation. So I go and get a unique list from my data, which is here. Starts from a 2. I drop the end reference, and that one will give me the unique list of my sales representatives. Should be under column B. So this is a unique list of my sales representative. And the reason why I don't put an end reference here is because when more data is added to this sheet, I will not come to adjust this formula here. And of course, I can also sort this data so that it shows properly in my drop-down list. I'll do the same. To save time, I can copy this, hit escape, Control V. Now the regions is in column C. So I just come here and change this to C and that to C. Now with this unique list of regions and sales representative, I'll go to the report tab where I'm gonna display my data. So using that unique list, I'm gonna create 2 drop-downs here. One for sales representative to enable me select a sales representative that I want to query. And another one for the region to enable me select the region that I want to query. So to do that, I go to cell A3, go to insert, drop down. Then we're going to say drop down from a range. Then we go and specify our range. Our range is under this sheet here. I do like that. I'm gonna drop again the end reference so that when this sheet updates, I don't need to come back here. And I say, okay. But before I do that, I need to just change it to the way I want it to look. So that is my drop-down list. So if I come back here, you see the drop-down list has been placed there. I'm gonna do the same for the regions. I highlight that, add rules, go to from a range, select the range, from data validation, this is the one, remove the end reference so that it is automatically updated. Then go to advanced options, change the look and feel to arrow, do like so. And then when you come here, you have your regions right there. That's what we do to insert our drop-down list. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a function here to filter my data. And the function I'm going to use is the filter function. So I type filter. What am I going to filter? The data I'm going to filter is this one here. Again, remove the end reference so that it is automatically updated. But when I filter this data, I'm going to filter it based on a condition. And my condition is going to be that my sales representative, so I put a comma, I'm starting from B2, sales representative is in column B, go up to the end. My sales representative should equal to the value I place in this cell here, like so. So if I stopped there and I close my brackets, hit enter, because Emily is selected, you see Emily's data come here. If I select Brown, see Brown there. If I select Mark Taylor is there. All regions I get NA. In a minute, I'll show you how to correct that. But now this is not what I want. I want both the sales representative and the region. I want the filter function to filter both the sales representative and the region. So to do that, I'm going to come back here and modify this and use the multiplication symbol and go and say my region, which is in column C. I drop the end reference, okay, should equal to what I press in this cell here. Okay, when I do that, I get an A, meaning that there's no person, there's no sales representative with the region as central. Okay, however, if I change this to southeast, if I change it to south, this is Emily. I need to look for the region for Emily, but if I change this to Brown, you can see both the sales representative and the region. The region is southeast. The sales representative is David Brown. Okay, so if I want David Brown in northeast, I can come and specify there. However, if I specify maybe a region that does not exist, I get NA. So how do I deal with this NA? Before I go to that NA, I also need to explain to you why I multiplied these two. Now, why I multiplied these two? For example, if I just picked this and I pressed it here, I put equals Control V, you see I get a false there. And then if I come back here and I picked this one here, and I also pressed it here, I get a false. So, and you see when this is false and this is false, no result is returned. So for a result to be returned, both this and this have to be true. Now, when you do a multiplication of false times false, you get a 0. Okay. If this is true and this is true, and also do a multiplication of true and true, I'm gonna get 1. So in computer language, a 1 means true and a 0 means false. So when I do the multiplication here, because it has not found this, it is returning false, and this is false, and the multiplication of false and false give me a 0, and a 0 in computer language is the same as false. So when it receives a 0, it is going to return NA, which means not found. However, if one of these is true and the other one is false, that result is also not returned, because I want to return or to filter data where both conditions are true. So for example, if this one is false, like so, we are not going to get a result. We get 0, which is false. So both of them have to be true for the result to be returned. That's a side note of why I used this multiplication here. So now let's deal with this NA error. And the way we deal with this NA error, we enclose this into an if error function. And then we say if there is an error, say no record found. No record found in quotes because it is a text. So we shall have no record found. So if I select one with a record, you can see it is returned right there. When I select southeast, you can see the records is returned. Now, I also want to return all regions. When I select all regions, you see here it says no record found. However, this is not right because I have a record for all. So to do this for all regions, I'm going to add here the if. Maybe let me cut this out and I'm going to say use the if function, and then I'm going to say if the value here equals, in quotes, I'm going to type it all. I'm going to type all cells rep like so, in quotes. If the value there equals that, now because there are two, I'm going to use the AND condition and function, which tests both these two conditions. So I'm testing the cells representative. I'm also testing whether the cell B3 equals to all regions, like so. And if this is the case, what do I want? In curly braces, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and select my data. My data is A to D. So I'm going to come here and type A to D, like so. And of course, my data is in sheet called data. So I'm saying that if the value selected is all cells representative or all regions, then return this. So when I do that, all our records are gonna be returned. So now I need to continue with my if function. So if this is true, I return all my records here. And if it is false, that means I need to use my earlier result. So I paste it there and like so. So in this case, I have brown all regions. That is not true. So there is no brown in all the regions. However, there is brown in northeast. So when I do that, it returns a record. And there is also brown in southeast. Do that, there is a record. If I say brown in all regions, I get no record. I say all regions, then all my records will be returned. This is how you can use the drop-down to filter data in another sheet. I hope this has been helpful. And if you have found it helpful, please like the video, give me your comments, give me ways on how you could go about it. You can do the same using the query function. And if there's another way, please share with me. If there's any challenge you want me to address as you go through Google Sheets or Excel, feel free to contact me. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.